What's happening, Vintage Breaks family? It's your boy Charlie G for another episode of Vintage Breaks West. Looks like Beck Hudson is the first one to arrive this evening for a little bingo action. What's going on, Beck? How are you tonight? I'm doing pretty good, Beck. I am just recovering from a weekend in Vegas. Quite interesting weekend in Vegas. We'll elaborate a little bit more after we get some more people in here, so I don't have to repeat the story more than once. Aaron John, you asking how many spots somebody named Leary has in the 1951 break? I can take a look here for you. Let's see here. I don't see where somebody named Leary has any spots in 1951 Bowman set breaks. Are sure you've got their name correct? We also got rolling in here tonight. So as the early birds, I do have a really nice bonus card here to start off the night. First person to spend $100. Look at this 2001 Fleer Duke Snider autographed Bat Relic card. It is a Fleer game-used Bat card autographed by the Snider. The Silver Fox, as it were. What a little nice for you early birds, for whoever makes that first $100 purchase. Let me double check here and make sure both my promos came up live when I logged in. Yes, it did. We got both those guys are ready to roll. Troy, let me take a look and see what's part of the 65 mixer, and if I've got the stuff, I can do it for you. Do, 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 do. 1965 Topps mixer. Let me see what was supposed to be in that, and if I've got it, I can do it. 1965 mixer 30. Let's see here. 1982 Donners. I think I do have some extra 82 Donners packs. Yes, I do. I can do that mixer break for you, Troy. Let me get that set up. All right, for those of you who are early, again, I got the $100 bonus for the first person to spend $100 on the site. You get Duke Snider autograph and game used Bat Relic card for Fleer for 2001. We have the $3 all-night promo, Vintage Breaks West Speciality. End of the night, we'll randomize that list, and whoever's at spot number 1 will get $50 break credit. And we also have a $10 and 100 entries promo. First place of that gets a 1965 baseball set break spot. That's the set that's all PSA 8 or better. They're all PSA 8 except for I believe it's the Morgan that's a PSA 9. Second place gets the 1976 basketball set break spot. Third place, 1988 basketball set break spot. Fourth through 10th all get 1967 baseball set break spots. In the butter position, last place gets the 1988 basketball set break spot. Whew. And of course, we got the bingo card happening tonight. I think most of you guys are familiar with my bingo game, but if you have any questions, please let me know. We need to fill up all 10 spots here on the screen before we can give out the prizes shown. Oh, yeah, Jeremy, I am extremely jealous of that card because those Venezuelan cards are incredibly rough to find. Even a PSA 1, the pop is super low, and yeah, I would love to have that card. I've been lucky enough to pick up a couple of the Ernie Banks ones, but they are few and far between. What's going on, Billy? We're going to be opening up this evening with a 1965 Topps Baseball Set Break Mixer. It'll just take me a minute here to get it on the calendar. This does not count towards a bingo since it's sold out earlier. But it'll give us something to break while you guys are making your purchases. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful evening. Mixer 30. Yeah, Billy, last I looked, it was 1-5 or 1-4 Astros. That is not encouraging. All right. Let's break in. Come on. There we go. All right. 1965. Oops, not VV. Baseball. Set break mixer. Oh, 5-2 now. All right. That's a little bit better. All right, everybody, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West. And tonight we're going to be breaking a 1965 baseball set break mixer. This is the 30th mixer we've done for a 1965 set break. And how this works is we'll roll the dice, randomize the list. There are 16 names. The first name on that list will win a 1965 baseball set break spot. The other 15 names will get cards out of this 1982 Donruss pack. So you really want to be number one in this randomization. We're going to go 4 times on it. Good luck to David, Brooks, Jeremy. Jeremy's here live with us. Troy, and some more Jeremy spots. Excuse me, 4 times on the random. 3 and 4. Brooks, Bayred. Brooks, I'm not familiar with you. Let's see here. You are a 1-spot hero, Brooks. Congratulations. You just won yourself a 1965 set break spot. We'll go ahead and put that in your account right now. Okay. Let me try that a different way. There it is. Okay. All right, Brooks, your set break spot has been added. Should show up in your account now. Now I'm going to copy the rest of the names over here to screen so you guys can see. There you go. It's 2 through 16 now. All right, sounds like Beck has claimed the Snyder. I'm going to leave the Snyder there just for a minute, so he looks pretty right there. Jeremy, your first card's going to be right here on top. Actually, your first card's going to be underneath the puzzle card. All right, first up here we've got Troy Armas. We got John Henry Johnson, spot 3. Spot 4 is going to be Ivan De Jesus. Next up, Terry Crowley, spot number 5. Spot number 6 is Dave LaRoche. Bruce Kisson, spot 7. Spot 8, Alan Ashby. Mike Scott. Jeff Burrows, spot number 10. Steve Crawford. This pack doesn't count towards bingo. It was closed out earlier. Pete Redfern. Only packs that are sold out on my show count towards bingo. We do have a Ricky Henderson there in spot number 13 for Jeremy. That's all right. Good. I mean, you know, might even have the same problem when I'm breaking a pack for the bingo card where I forget. So please do not feel bad about which that. I'm going to go to Card Saver Ricky because I like Ricky. We've got Ken Brett, spot number 14. Robert Ferguson, I saw. Congratulations. Very nice. Tim Landry. That is very true. And Tim Stoddard. All right, that wraps up our 1965 baseball set break mixer number 30. Congratulations and thanks for participating. All right, let's see what kind of damage Beck did. All right, Beck's purchase, I think, will be the first one that'll go towards the bingo card. Let's see, yep. All right, Beck does get Mr. Schneider. $89 Fleer basketball, all right. Excellent. Took down a couple spots of other stuff as well to maybe help those along for later this evening. All right, let me grab the 89. I could have sworn I had 89. Should have put it in the wrong order. 81, 788. Well, if I don't have it, I'll still give you credit for it since the website said I had it. We've been making some changes the way the inventory works on the website, so there are potentially some new issues coming up. Yeah, I don't have that, but we're going to give you credit for it anyhow. So Beck, that's going to have to break on the North Show, looks like, and I'm going to go to try to fix it on the inventory. Let's see here. Yeah, no problem. We'll still give you credit for it. Let me check and see, because we tried to make the personal packs up on the site, which is nice, but for some reason it's causing some issues with some other things. No. Yeah, it doesn't show it for me, but I believe if it showed it for you. It's been doing some weird things. All right, let's see if we got another Duke Snyder fan. Next person says $50. We'll get this Sweet Spot game-used jersey relic of the Duke. No auto, but $50 for that one. So as you guys know, I went to Vegas this weekend for a card show. It was actually pretty nice. They had about 400 tables. A lot of ultra modern stuff was there. Beck, if you want to take another shot, I do have 88, 87. And yeah, just to avoid that problem, reminder everybody to ask. Just ask. I try to make sure the inventory is right on the website, but sometimes it's wrong. What's going on, Donald? So yeah, it was a good show. Lots of ultra modern, though. There was only 2 people that were primarily vintage dealers. What's up, Mr. Spellman? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to strike a deal with any of the vintage folks. There was a dealer who had a beautiful Jackie Robinson that I was trying to trade up on the 1.5 I showed you the other day. That I've added to my collection for Mike Dealer. But couldn't strike a deal with him to upgrade to a 4. So that'll be for another day. I did, however, buy 2 Elements boxes in search of a Justin Fields high-end rookie. Spent $800 on 2 boxes, and these are the cards that I received. Quite possibly the 2 worst element boxes in history. I'll go ahead and show these off to you guys just to share my misery. To know it happens to me too. All right, we got a Von Miller Cobalt to 27. We got ourselves a Damian Brown rookie auto, numbered to 199. The show is actually quite busy. We got ourselves a who's this guy? This is Sam Egner for the Colts. It's probably the best card I got. Auto 99. Then we've got ourselves a Simi Fico single color patch. JJ Watt Gold to 250. That was the 1 pack, and then the next pack got a Juju Smith-Schuster Gold to 250. A Anthony Schwartz rookie 3-color patch, not numbered, but a cool looking patch. A Donnie Shell auto, not numbered. A Travis Etienne Jr. numbered at 79, a rookie auto. And a Trey Sermon Xeon numbered 54. Not the best 2 Elements boxes I got from the show, but I tried. But yeah, the show was very busy. Considering that's the first really big show we've had in the West, well, not, I shouldn't say ever, but in a very long time. It was very busy. It was very encouraging to see all the people there. I talked to a lot of people. One guy was from Texas. Some other people were from neighboring states. So people were traveling to it, so that was good to see. And what was even more encouraging is that there'll be another bigger show put on by a different promoter that might, well, that is currently scheduled to have about approximately 1,000 tables, which is a huge show. We haven't had one of those over here, at least in my 20 years here in the Phoenix or West Coast living. That'll be March 10th through the 13th at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. So if anybody's interested in going to Las Vegas in March of next year, March 10th to 13th, they also were talking about they think they're going to be able to get David Adams and Blowout to come. So that would be really cool if we get 1,000 tables out here in Vegas. So take a look at their website there, info at gceshow.com. And maybe you guys want to come check it out in March. Yeah, 1,000 tables would be a huge show. I mean, this was 400 tables and it was full. There were not any empty tables when I was walking around. And it was very busy. So if we get a 1,000 table show, that would be pretty awesome. What's happened in Preston? Jeff Spellman, I wouldn't say there was a lot. There was some Junk Wax era boxes. Not priced at a point where I was willing to buy it to give away to you guys. All kind of priced up just a little bit too much. But there was a lot of stuff, and the pricing was pretty good. I mean, the few places I actually tried, sat down and look at some of the ultra modern stuff that I'm after, pricing was competitive. I did not pick up any Nico Horners. I didn't see any Nico Horners. But I did find a lot of stuff that I was kind of sort of interested in. So yeah, hopefully they do that show again. And then, like I said, if you guys want to come out to Las Vegas, beginning of next year, 1,000 table show. Yeah, 250 is a good size. It also depends on who's there. I mean, like in this case, it's 400 tables, but only two dedicated vintage people. Beck Hudson, you won the 75 Mini Cello. Congratulations. No, I did not see that. Nobody tells me nothing. I must not been watching the... Yeah, Beck, we need to know. Are you going to open it? And if you're going to open it, you got to do it live. Or you can sell it to your boy Charlie G. Because, and I'll open it. I'm I'm currently bidding on a 75 mini card right now that's supposed to end here shortly. Yeah, I'm currently bidding on a mini card right now, a PSA 10 Jesse Jefferson. If anybody knows who Jesse Jefferson is, let me know. But there are only 2 PSA 10s in the world, and I would like to add one of those to my collection. Because I'm a crazy person putting together a high-grade set. Oh, yeah, those progressives, yeah, I think, yeah, that's cool. Just what I think so. It was Friday, but I don't think they ran until Monday. So, Becky, your question is, are you going to open it? And the Hunt auction's ending tonight. Let's take a look. I know I bookmarked some stuff, but I didn't bid on anything. I don't think I bid on anything. Let's see here. It's probably too late for me to bid on anything anyhow. I did win an item at the last REA auction. We'll talk about that when it arrives next week, though. And then we'll do kind of what we did last time at REA to go through and look at some listings. Hope you guys won some stuff. Yeah, I had some stuff bookmarked on the Hunt auction, but nothing that I had to have. Yeah, Beck, the grade. Yeah, how long it takes to get graded is just unbelievable. Excellent, Daniel. Well, we can maybe talk about everything you won and everything I won next week on the next VB West show. I only won one card, but I'm very happy to have it. Um, and it wasn't very expensive. There were a couple other cards I kind of really wanted, but didn't get them. Maybe next time. All right, so who's going to be the next person to step up and make a purchase here? We've only got one lonely spot taken on our bingo card. And we've got Mr. Duke Snyder, Relic Patch, looking for a home. Excellent, Preston. We could talk about the cards each of us won next week. That'll be a fun discussion for the evening. So yeah, so let's talk about the rest of the show. Yes, so I did go to the whiskey festival at the Cosmopolitan on Saturday night, and it was fantastic. I've been to whiskey. I'm a bourbon drinker, so as I'm sure some of you guys may know already, that bourbon is usually sweeter and smoother than whiskey. In my personal opinion, most whiskeys taste like dirt and campfire. But if you're into whiskey, I guess that's what you're into. But this was the first whiskey show I've been to. Well, we'll get to some more of the complications this weekend because this weekend was interesting. Cody Cheek, don't spoil it for people if you're in here because Cody happens to know what happened because he lives there, and I was talking to him about what was going on as it was happening. Um, but I think I ended up with 30, maybe 25 or 30 different whiskeys I tried. Now remember these aren't like full shots. They're maybe like you know a quarter of a shot. Maybe they're just little shots, little tastes, and they were all delicious because this was like a really high end whiskey festival. And so when you guys tell me like bourbon, they'll give you the right one. Usually it's like we drink a lot of 18, 21-year old whiskeys. Very nice, very nice whiskeys and some cigars, some great food. The music was good. I highly recommend going to these. I mean, if you're into whiskey or bourbon or uh, I highly suggest going to them because it was a lot of fun. A lot of interesting people we talked to. What new cars are you looking for? Open half a case of 2018 Bowman Draft. Have an auto and plenty of base refractor. Beck Hudson. I'd be interested in everything that's not the base. Autos, refractors, parallels, colors, whatever, just not the base ones. I've got like a gazillion 2018 of his bases. Yeah, hit me up on Facebook though, Beck, with what you got. Yeah, Donald, she reached out to me. I'm not sure what happened to that card, but she was supposed to get issue you some break credit to take care of it. So yeah, Donald, I told her what to give you break credit wise, and she should be she should have already hooked you up with that. I'm not sure what happened to it, where it went. Maybe I didn't pull it and it ended up going to whoever I pulled it for originally. Yeah, I intended to take pictures of all the whiskey booths, the whiskeys I was drinking, but that lasted for the first couple whiskeys, and then I just kind of forgot. So the other thing that happened in Vegas, which is um, funny in hindsight, that wasn't fun at the time. I guess it's not even funny in hindsight. So me and my buddy have been going to Vegas for over 20 years now. Oh, Jeff, I was hammered. I wasn't even buzzed. I was hammered at the end of that night. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Um, so we've been going for like 20 plus years now to Vegas, at least a couple times a year, sometimes many times a year. And we finally did something this last weekend that we had never done before. Made a trip to the hospital. My buddy has a history of kidney stones, and on Saturday morning he woke up with severe kidney stone pain, and I had to take him to the emergency room. And unfortunately, he also had a kidney infection, so they actually had to admit him, and he stayed in the hospital for a day and a half. So he actually wasn't able to go to the whiskey festival, but well, I shouldn't say luckily. Another one of my friends was also with us, so I went with him to the whiskey festival. While my best friend that I've known for 20 plus years was in the hospital with kidney stones. So we had to extend the trip one extra day. Uh, so we ended up coming back on Monday. And yeah, it was not fun, but we managed to make it 20 some odd years going to Vegas and never having to see an emergency room, and now we've checked that box, so now we never have to go back. I mean, at least it's something, I've known him long enough where I've been with him when he's had these attacks before, and attacks for kidney stones before, and at least he knew what it was. It wasn't like we're going to the hospital, some unknown thing, or it was his first kidney stone ever. So yeah, so that spiced up our trip a little bit more than expected. All right, looks like Mr. Duke Snyder's not getting any love here. So let's switch out the Duke with. Let's see, who do I have here? Who do I have here? Who can I switch him out with? Got a nice looking Willie McCovey, nice looking Seaver, and a Rod Carew. All right, so I'm gonna take the Duke off the table here. Next person to spend 50. We'll get this trio of cards. 76s. Excuse me. Tom Seaver, Willie McCovey, and Rod Carew. I think that's 76. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's 76. Willie McCovey, Rod Carew, and a Tom Seaver. You get that trio of cards. Who is Jesse Jefferson, and why is this card going for $250? Is it rare? I don't know. Who's Jesse Jefferson? Holy cow! Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, that auction did end. And boys and girls, it went for way more than my max bid. It went for $898. Plus tax, tag, and title. Yeah, my max bid was $400 because I thought I was a crazy man bidding $400 on it. But there are some crazy people out there that really want the highest graded sets. Yeah, so there's my high bid. $468.58 was my high bid. And then it came down to two other people that wanted much more. And the reason it went for so much is that there are only two PSA 10s in existence. And the people that are putting together high grade 75 mini sets are crazy like me. And some have more money than me. And apparently somebody had $900 they were willing to spend on one of two PSA 10 cards. Yeah, Jeff, there are only two PSA 10s. What do I have in stock that I want to see broken? Well, it sounds like we closed a 78 O-Peachy pack. So we're going to break that. I do have some 77 cloths, which are always a hit. 79, 78. What do I have that I like to see broken? I've got a variety of stuff. Nothing, unfortunately, I didn't get my restock today, even though they said it FedEx 2 days, or, sorry, overnight yesterday morning. It still didn't get here today. It's going to be here tomorrow. So all the stuff I really like to break is in that box. Oh, yeah, Preston, I have... Is not 78? Am I losing my mind? This is 77. So I need adult supervision, guys. 80, 79, 76. What? They need to go to bed, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore, guys. My brain is officially fried. I definitely have 79. These are all 79 right here. 79 and 79 O-Pee-Chee. Do I not have 78? What is going on here? It says I have it. Spread them on the table. There we go. Let's do some 79. I got lots of 79. Let me check this other box. Well, I'll still give you the 79 earlier pack spot, Blair. And the website did say I have it. But they've been dorking around with it, and yeah, I do not have it. I apologize that I don't have it. The best I could do is give you credit on the bingo board for the pack, and then you also get the trio of cards here. We bring some 79. It's been a while since we've had a 79 pack run. All right, Donald, you'll have to talk to Chris and the people of the North, because they do break credits for that type of stuff. I can't give that to them. I hate to bump you around like that, but Chris said she was going to take care of it, so I don't know if Johnny did something or was going to send you something different. Maybe I have no idea. Chris said she was going to take care of it. All right, we'll just sprout 79 cards just for funzos. And Billy. Here we go, and then okay, Billy and Beck, I've also put a couple dollars in break credit in your account too. All right, Donald. All right, let's see what else I got here. All right, let's but we'll do the next person to spend $100. We'll get Mr. Willie Stargell, 1965. Willie's got some loved-on corners, but otherwise looks pretty decent. There's a Willie Stargell action. So yeah, so that was the weekend in Vegas story. I did win a few dollars at the tables. Unfortunately, not enough to cover the $800 in loss I took on the elements of boxes. What else did it? What else was good down? I also bet on the Bears game, which I regretted almost immediately once the game started. And that game was fiasco. I think Justin Fields got good talent, but you gotta help the brother out a little bit and give him some blocking. Hey, no probability. Trying to help out. I got it's partially my fault for not doing as thorough of a job as I should have when I went through the inventory earlier today to make sure that it had my stuff in it correctly. I'm just going through some pains with the inventory management on the website. Yeah, I like that I got my haircut, but man, every time I get my haircut, it's a little thinner right here. Let's see here. What else is going on? I forget who asked. I think it was Mr. Spellman. So are you guys bidding anything in the hunt auction that's ending this evening? I kind of want to keep the suspense for the REA one until I get the card in hand. But if we want to talk about what you guys are bidding on in the hunt auction tonight, I'm down for that. We're also going to be trying to wrap up the show at midnight tonight, so we've got another hour and 45 minutes of showtime this evening. Only bidding you do is on eBay. Hey, eBay's got plenty of stuff, man. I buy way more on eBay than I do on the other auction sites. Of course, more off on eBay, I'm buying more Nico Horners. I've expanded my graded collection to just over 2.5 shoeboxes. 84 O-Pee-Chee baseball. Let's take a look. 82, 81. Yes, 84 O-Pee-Chee. I've got 3 of them. So if you want to pick your poison. Just spelled me too, brother. I actually just picked up another Nico on eBay this evening as I continue to corner the market on the PSA 10 Chrome X-Fractors. Yeah, no, you're crazy. It's not worth anywhere near that much. But I will buy the X-Fractor. Oh, okay, Beck. Let me take a look here and find it in the queue. I can go ahead and break that for you. Yeah, guys, if there's anything that you guys sold out earlier that hasn't been broken yet, I'd be happy to break it for you. It just won't count towards bingo. Let's see here. $19.84 Pichu Pack 191 closed earlier today. Actually, was this the one you sold out earlier, Beck? Like during the show? Let me check. Oh, no, you're buying into 192. All right. Yep, but I could break 191 for you. Beck, which pack do you want? Left, right, or center? Left, right, or center? While I am adding it to the break calendar. Robert, I have hit a definitive Dead end with the guy I knew at the Cubs organization. I've talked to him a couple times. He is not, just nothing he can do to help. The records don't go back that far. So I haven't heard back from the other people I've contacted, but he did give me some additional people to contact that he thought might be helpful. So I'm reaching out to them. So we'll see. It's probably gonna be a long, drawn out process, but we'll get there slowly but surely. But feel free to always ask for an update. I will try to let you guys know when there's more information, but I might forget. Who knows? All right, again, the guys, this doesn't count towards bingo. Let's see here. Which one looks best? We'll go with the right pack. Oh yeah, we're gonna press forward. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. Don't you worry about that. What's happening, Monty? Hey, Kamikaze. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm Charles G for Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we're breaking this 1984 O-Pee-Chee baseball pack number 191. We've opened 190 of these guys already. So let's see what we can find in this one. We've got to randomize our list. We're going to do it 4 times. Good luck to Beck Hudson and Bennett Page. All right, Bennett's get the first and the last cards. We are playing bingo tonight, but this pack sold out earlier today, so it's not applicable to a bingo. All right, here we go. Except I forgot to get my pennies first. So let me get those ready. Okie dokie. First card for Bennett right here underneath the gum. Oh, very nice back. Those bring surprisingly good money if it comes back as a PSA 10. Actually, this 84 Pee-Chee was when they had these contest cards that protected the cards from the gum. Up first, we've got ourselves a Greg Mitten. Centering on the packs a little bit off, but not too bad for O-Pee-Chee. Number 2 is going to be Rick Manning. Of course, then it goes off center the other direction. We've got Dave Rozema. It's getting pretty close to centered. Von Hayes. Mr. Joe Necro. Oops. Dave Winfield, spot number 6. Mike Norris, spot 7. I think Mike might be the best centered card so far. Unfortunately, it's Mike Norris. Got ourselves Tom Seaver, spot 8. Pete Falcone for the Braves. Dave Righetti. Yeah, apparently this pack I pulled only had 10 penny sleeves in it. Spot number 11 is Reggie Jackson. And the last card in this pack is Dave Beard. Very pitcher-heavy pack. And that wraps up our 1984 OPG Baseball Pack 191. Thanks for watching. Yeah, a lot of Hall of Famers in that pack. It overall pretty well centered. All right. Well, let's see. It looks like Mr. Stargell's not getting much love here. So let me see what else I got over here. All right, we're going to add to Mr. Stargell. We're going to add ourselves a 1973 Hank Aaron. He's pretty far off center, but it's still a Hank Aaron. Also, I did make reservations for the Nationals. I will be in Nationals for the entire show, Wednesday to Sunday. Got my plane ticket, got my hotel. Again, if you guys are planning on going, I highly suggest getting your hotel reservations sooner than later. Some hotels are already booked solid for that week. It'll be my first adventure figuring out how to get from Philadelphia to Atlantic City. So if anybody has any tips on how to do that, from what I understand, there's a train that runs between downtown Philadelphia to Atlantic City on a fairly regular basis. I do like the Stones. So funny you asked about the music. Is I here maybe a couple months ago I did an upgrade to my stereo in my room. I don't know if any of you guys are audiophiles out there, but previously I had a pair of M Audio AV 40s or 50s in my room. They're powered studio speakers. But my friend of mine who's a major audiophile person convinced me I should upgrade. So now I have a pair of ELAC. I forget which particular variety they are, but they're nice. And an amp and a Yamaha amp preamp DAC situation thing going on, plus a 7 or 8 inch JBL subwoofer. And my God, music is so much crisper and cleaner. It just sounds so much better. I mean, the whole setup was only like $600. $600 is still a lot of money out there, yes, I know. But for a fairly small investment, it is like being in the room with these people while they're performing. And I do love listening to the Rolling Stones. That's correct, Kamikaze. Let's bring up the website so we could all take a look. Oops. Apparently the server is currently down. That has it, but it is the last weekend of July. What is the Nationals? Not a convention type, but within a fairly short drive. I see. Robert Ferguson, the Nationals is the largest sports card show in the world. I highly recommend going. It is worth the price of admission just to walk around the show. It is amazing. If it exists, it's there. You will buy stuff you never knew you wanted, never knew existed. So I highly, if especially if you could drive and be there, I mean, if you're not going to buy anything, it's like a museum for baseball cards. It's worth, again, it's worth the price of admission if you could live there and drive. I mean, it's point of admission returns if you're going to fly and stay in a hotel from, California or something. But um, and Joe, these are the Corsair Virtuoso headphones. Uh, they're pretty nice. I also have a pair of Sony's that I like. I might use those for traveling though. I'm not sure if these are the Atmos ones or not, but they're the Corsair Virtuosos. I do have some of the Leaf Trinity ones, but only the ones with sick patches. The only way I'd go to something, Bowman's okay because it's the first Bowman's, but anything otherwise would have to be a really sick patch for me to be interested. Hey, I still have my Pioneer stereo from almost 30 years ago. Still sounds great. Yeah, one of my biggest. Well, I mean, it sounds petty, but when my dad upgraded his stereo long time ago, I got his entire Techniques setup, and I let that go many years ago, and I highly regret it. Had a really good turntable, some really nice speakers, and this was from like the 60s or 70s. Yeah, Robert Ferguson, I highly recommend it, and also Vintage Breaks will be set up there live. Uh, if we give away tons of stuff at the show. Plus, I don't know what we're going to be doing this year, but the trade night we did this year was a big success. I'm hoping that Leighton will do another trade night. We had an open bar and food, and it was a really good time. Some great deals were had. Uh, but even if we don't do that, it's still an amazing show and would be worth the drive. Maybe you want to stay the night because I mean I say I'm old, but I'm not that old. But I'm also kind of I'm overweight. I'm a big dude, and it takes me a couple days to get around that show. So I mean, in order to soak it all in, I would hope you guys would spend at least 2 days there, maybe more. Some of the other vintage breakers in the chat have been to the Nationals previously and could tell you their experiences, but I think it takes at least 2 days to soak it all in and see everything. It usually takes me at least 3 days because of my speed and how much stuff I look at, and I sometimes tend to chat or whatever when I'm going around. Um, at least 3 days to see everything. I mean, it's huge. It is very huge. I mean, the way I describe Nationals to most people is imagine a Costco. If you've got the big regular, I mean, I should say regular, but the giant Costco stores, it's like, I don't know, 10 or 20 of those in size, full of sports cards. It's amazing. And plus, being in Atlantic City, it's also got casinos. So if you don't manage, you'd be hard pressed not to buy anything at the Nationals. If you bring money that and want something, you'll probably find something. But if you don't, you can always go to the casinos. Watch Johnny Five roll the dice at a craps table. All right, let's see here. we're not getting any traction here on this. Let's see what else I got floating around over here. All right, this is one of my kind of favorite cards. Got Mr. Hack Wilson and Hank Aaron on it. We're going to add this to the cards for the $100 purchase. Next person $100 with 65 Star Jewel, 73 Hank Aaron, and the Hack Wilson Hank Aaron combo card. All right, Dolly, you have a great night, my friend. Yeah, so I made reservations to go to Nationals, and I also did make reservations to go to the show in Vegas. So if you're on this side of the world, come hang out in Las Vegas with me, March 10th through the 13th. I actually made the reservations to be there every day. So if it's really going to be 1,000 tables, it's going to take me a day or two to go through there. And it's also Vegas, and I like to gamble. I like to eat. All kinds of things I like to do are available in one spot. All right, guys, we got another hour and a half to go on the show. We don't seem to be making much progress on any of the promos that are happening, but that's all right. Oh, goodness, it's Chef. Chef has arrived in the building. Chef, we were just talking about Nationals and a show in Las Vegas in March. So if you want to come to Vegas in March, man, 10th to 13th, there'll be a 1,000-table show in Vegas. And hopefully I get to see you in Atlantic City this year. I'm also going to be at the Philly show in December. It'll be our first time at the Philly show, so that'll be fun. All right, is there anything you guys want me to bounty? Let's see, how many spots are left in one of these? I'm going to go Wizard of Oz hunting. Number 10 is to sell out a pack or a product that isn't baseball, basketball, football, or hockey. So soccer, Star Wars, if we have Batman out there, Garbage Pail Kids. It doesn't have to be something I have in stock, I just have to sell it out. Let's see, 79. Alright, so this is a full pack. 250. We'll give this to 11 p.m. It's a full pack. No, that's not right. Hold on, guys. The Philly show is at the it's the second week of December. Let me I'll check as soon as I finish figuring this out. What I'm doing here. There we go. 1976. Let's see here. All right. It's a fresh pack. Everybody wins. Has to close by 11. First place gets a 1976 baseball set break spot. Second place gets a 1967 baseball set break spot. And third through 12th all get $100 VIP tickets. And let me see here. The Philly show. Philly card show. So the Philly card show is December 3rd through the 5th at the Valley Forge Casino. The website's simply phillyshow.com. So definitely check that out. I'll be there, I think, 2 to 3 days. I'm not sure if I'll be there on Sunday, but I'll be there Friday, Saturday. Not that you're going to be there just to see me, but I know Vintage Breaks will have a table at that show. Plus, there's also a casino there. And as we know, Johnny Five is a degenerate gambler, and he'll be playing craps. Well, Bill, like I was saying, I mean, you've got Philly in December, you've got Vegas in March, and you've got the big one, Nationals, in July. Of course, there's lots of little shows in between there. I believe there's one. The Shiner show here is next weekend after. I think the Shiner show is coming up there. That's in that part of the world. Of course, those of us out in the Phoenix metro area are not blessed with frequent card shows. If I can make that trip, I bet. Yeah, that's right, Chef. Chef, are you gonna be? You think you'll be able to make it to nationals this year? Or I should say this year, next year? All right, guys, I'm going to put another timer on this evening. If we do not sell out a product that I can break in the next 20 minutes, again, this goes away in 20 minutes. If I can't sell anything in 20 minutes, we're going to call it a night, man. It's just super duper slow. I do enjoy the conversaciones. Let's get something sold out, ladies and gentlemen. That'd be great, Chef. Of course, I know that's business willing, and whether or not you get the time off. Of course, it goes for all of us. I have not been to Philadelphia for a very long time, so I'm actually going to come in a day early so I can spend a day in Philly before I make the trip to Atlantic City. KBS, that's fine. Callaway Candy or the morning show, or you guys are just busy watching the Braves game. That's cool too. Also, if anybody happens to be passing through Philadelphia to Atlantic City on the Tuesday before the show, your boy Charlie G could use a ride, so I don't have to take the train. And of course, anyway, he's headed back from Atlantic City to Philly on Sunday. Your boy Charlie G could use a ride to the airport and not the train. 7-2 Houston in the 7th. That is not encouraging. I have a feeling the series is going to be 1-1 after tonight. I also have a feeling Gilmore is not happy. I'm just good at stating the obvious. I'm not very good at predicting the future. Look at my sports betting history. Although I did make it 2 months with my BetMGM account, just spending the money they gave you for free for signing up. Oh yeah, no, he will not be giddy like he was last night. That's correct, Mr. Townsend. It's got to all fill up, and I did put a timer on the night. If we do not sell something out in the next 17 minutes by 11 p.m., we're just going to call it a night. Robert Ferguson, I do decide on having a Geno's and a Pat's. I believe they're both will be delicious. I think picking one is silly. They're two slightly different styles of cheesecake or Philly cheesesteaks. Oh, there were a couple underdogs that won this last Sunday that I wish I bet on. The Lions being one of them. Yeah, KVS. I had what I thought was a sick parlay, and then everybody decided that they weren't going to play along with the way the odds were supposed to be. The upsets I thought were going to happen didn't happen, and the sure wins did not happen. So I've got to see if I make it through the weekend without putting another like $20 or $30 on my BetMGM account. Yeah, I very rarely bet the spread personally. I usually just go for straight up money line. Well, be sure to tune in next week, guys, because we'll be talking the REA auction, and it sounds like lots of you have stuff that'll be coming in to show off and talk about on the REA auction. We'll show off like we did last time. I'll find it on the REA website and talk about what you got. So that'll be fun. Mr. Townsend, if you're still around, are you going to be attending either um, the Philly show in December? Do you have any interest in? Because this is closer to you. In Las Vegas, there will be a card show March 10th to the 13th at the Mandalay Bay. It's supposed to be 1,000 tables. When I was talking to the organizer at the show, sounds like they're pretty close to striking a deal between David Adams and Blowout to come sell at the show. But 1,000 tables is a big show for the West Coast, and I'm pretty sure you're West Coaster. That'd be cool to see. Or if you plan on making it out to nationals next year, starting to kind of recruit people to come to nationals earlier this year, so you guys can make your reservations, ticket, flights earlier, so it's a little bit cheaper, and so you get those time off requests into your offices. Yeah, kamikaze. I mean, people, different styles, different reaches. I've just always bet money line. I don't like to bet the spread. I just like the straight up win lose. But I do enjoy very much uh, the the sports book at the Westgate. It's very nice, very big. Lines are usually not too bad as long as you place your bet kind of early. When I was there at the kind of the 1 p.m. Kind of middle of the day, between the football games, it was like all of a sudden everyone's like, oh yeah, I got to place my bets for the 1 o'clock games. Well, 1 o'clock for us out here. And it's like, geez, people, well, you could have placed those bets for the last 4 or 5 hours. Well, Jeff Spellman, you need to move to Phoenix, Arizona, or Las Vegas. But I'm pretty sure sports betting is going to catch on in every state soon. I think it'll catch on quicker than legalization of marijuana. Um, but I think it's kind of nice to have sports betting. Just got to pace yourself. All right. Let's see. Was there anything else I want to share with the family here? Talked about Las Vegas this weekend. Talked about what we're going to talk about next week at for the REA show. I have not bought anything to speak of. Anything terribly interesting lately. Ontario just opened up online sports betting. Pretty much anything but player props. Yeah, I haven't dug into like all the kind of sort of weird betting that we have. I'm not sure how much of any we have. I know we can bet on all kinds of different sports though. All right, guys, we're at a last 10 minutes special, so we can sell out something here. If you sell out something on the website for at any price point, so if you happen to be able to sell something out for less than $100, you're going to get the Duke Snyder relic card plus the trio cards here: the 65 Willie Stargell, 73 Hank Aaron, and the Hack Wilson Hank Aaron card. If you sell out anything on the website, regardless of whether I have it in stock, you'll get that quatrain, quartet of cards. Sports betting and recreational. I never thought I'd see the day. Kamikaze, so do we now. Remember, guys, we also have the bounty on the 79 Tops pack. Got 8 minutes to sell that out. Still 12 spots available that to sell it out. That's very true, Kamikaze. There's a lot of money to be made by taxing both those revenue streams. All right, who else we got in here tonight? Got anybody interested? Or is there anything you guys want to see broken? Maybe I could come up with a little bounty for you real quick for something else. So if you spend $100, you'll get these 4 cards. If you happen to sell out something at any price point, you'll get these 4 cards. So spend 100 or close out anything, you'll get these 4 cards. All right, Mr. Ferguson took down a personal 2020 Bowman Chrome Megabox. There we go. Let me go ahead and put you on the 2001 or later spot. I don't... 2020 Bowman Chrome. There's Bowman Chrome Mega Box. This is 21. You bought 2020, right? Yeah. 2020. Let me see if I have that. Select Optic. Prism Bowman. It's not Chrome. No. Nope, I do not have that product, but it gets you a spot on the bingo board and it claims these 4 guys right here. Let's see what I could find next. Alright, I thought I had another one in here. Alright. Put up another one here for the next person who spends $50. We'll get a trio of Schmitty cards. Really nice looking 79 Schmitty. 81 Schmitty. Another one looking pretty nice there. And you also get the Home Run Leaders 77 Schmitty, Kingman, and Luzitsky. So you get that trio of, trio of Schmitty cards. Next person to spend a $50. No problem. First time did betting sports was picking my dad's work football polls when he was 13. KVS, I think a lot of people have their kids or their wives or girlfriends or significant others pick their sports pools. 82. And they do well. Yeah, I started off with my stepmom, 83 Tops. Yep, I've got 83 tops. If you want to do an 83 tops back. Um, uh, betting on, uh, betting on the dogs before I was 21. She would let me pick whoever she was betting on. I still do like betting on the dogs, but not as often as I used to. Actually, I think it's something that you can't do on the BetMGM app. Hey, KVS, sometimes that logic works. I mean, it's, when I do my uh, March Madness, I don't do college basketball at all. I'm not a basketball person at all. But of course, I'm a gambler, and so I always buy into the March Madness pools. And I just pick based on the teams that sound cool, or people I know that went to college there. That's my very scientific method of picking those winners. I've also never won one of those March Madness pools before. All right, guys, let's press on the night. Robert Ferguson got us a little more juice to keep on going. Let's see here. The Lions beat the Rams. One girl at my job just picked animal names. Nice. Hey, whatever it takes sometimes. Alright, guys, the bounty on the 79 pack is gonzo. We did not successfully close that. But we did have somebody express some interest at 83 at tops. So let's see what we can do there. What's the score update? Are we still not loving baseball right now? At least those of us who are rooting for the Braves. Oh yeah, 7-2. Top of the eighth, bottom of the eighth. It's got to be getting pretty close to the ninth. Top of the eighth. What's up, Aaron? Top of the eighth, one out. Braves are gonna have to get together here. Go 1-1. I think so. I think it's just closed out 83 baseball pack. All right, well, let's check that out. Let's see what you got. Paul Kangas. And a little something extra too. All right, so you're going to get the trio of Schmitty. Trio of Schmitty headed your way. I think this is the first pack that's sold out that's going to count towards the bingo card. Let's get it going. Let's get this set up here and we will break it. As soon as the back end of the website decides to cooperate. Come on. Yeah, Boggs, Gwynn, and Sandberg. I'm still looking for an 83 Sandberg PSA 10 for my personal collection. They are very elusive. All right, looks like we got a showdown between Beck and Paul. All right, here we go. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. We're Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we're breaking this 1983 Topps Baseball Wax Pack number 241. We've got ourselves two different people in this break, so we're going to randomize our list 7 times. Good luck to Beck Hudson and Paul Kangas. I know Paul's around. I'm not sure if Beck's watching anymore, but here we go. 6 and 7. All right, Paul's getting the first card, and Beck is going to get the last card. Oops. There we go. And get this up on the screen. All right. Let's get it going. First card here for you, Paul, right underneath the gum. This pack did not open pretty. That's all right. We're not after the wrapper. We're after the Boggs, Gwynn, and Rhino. All right, first card up for Paul is going to be Todd Cruz. Centering is just a wee bit off both directions. Not too bad, though. Lynn Jones, spot number 2 for Paul. Tito Landrum, spot 3 for Beck. Up next, we've got ourselves a Pete Rose for Paul, spot 4. Randy Lurch. Randy Lurch has got a little bit of corner damage on him, spot number 5. Bob Stoddard. Oops, picked up one too many. We've got ourselves Gene Garner, the super veteran. I'm not sure Gene was a super veteran, but all right. Go with that. Julio Valdez, spot number 8. Nobody's winning a trip to the World Series. We're going to throw that away. Bob Welch. Centering staying pretty decent on this pack. Ellis Valentine. Todd Cruz and Tito Landrum were on the 83 Orioles team that won the World Series. Landrum had a huge home run in the playoffs. Interesting. Greg Minton. Roy Howe. This is card number 12. We have Gary Rosh. We have Chris Chambly of the Braves. So he did pick up a Georgia-based team card in spot number 14 for Paul. I will double check that to make sure we didn't miss one earlier. And our last card, spot number 15 for Beck, Lamar Johnson. And that's going to wrap up our 1983 Topps Baseball Wax Pack number 241. Thanks for watching. All right, let me go back through here and make sure we didn't miss a Braves or a Mike, or a catcher, actually. All right, Gene Garber was actually playing with the Braves on this card. That was spot number 7 for Paul. Okay, so Paul definitely gets the Braves spot. What position did he play? Does not tell me. All right, so we're going to go with he wasn't. Outfield, pitcher, third base, outfield, first base, and first base. Okay, there was no Mike of any variety, and there was also no catchers in that pack. But we did pick up a Braves card to knock one more off of the bingo card. Okay, 1983 Topps Baseball 241. All right, let's see. We need to find a kicker or punter, so we need to do some football. We need to find ourselves a goalie, a catcher, a checklist card, and a Mike, Mikey, or Michael. We do have another 50 minutes of the show tonight. We do have to go off the air at midnight. So we're going to do the duration. So what we're going to do... We're going to pull out a big boy here for the last stretch. I mean, it may not be the last card we give away, but we'll see what happens. This is a really nice 1968. That's right. Now I remember why I put it in here. 1968 RBI Leaders card with Orlando Cepeda, Bob Clemente, and Hank Aaron. It does, however, have a crease in it. There's a crease running about right in this neighborhood right here. The next person to spend 200, though, will get to take this card home. It displays beautifully. You've got to hit the light just right to catch that crease. But it is a great look at 68. Next person to spend 200 will take that home. I thought about keeping that and not selling it to Leighton, but I decided to sell it to Leighton. Get a trio of fantastic players on that card. Next person spend 200. All right, KVS, you have a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you next week where we'll talk about the REA auction and my purchases, some of your purchases, and some thoughts on some of the items that ended. And let's see if we can pull something out here for... All right, and the next person to buy anything... Oops, camera is not way over there. Next person to buy anything on the website, check out any amount. Hopefully it's a big amount. Gets to take over this 1958 Johnny Padres card. Next person to buy anything, we get Mr. Padres. Spend $200, you get the Cepeda Clemente Aaron card. What's up, Cody? I did make it back to Phoenix successfully. My friend is doing all right. He's still in the process of passing that stone we talked about over the weekend with our Vegas adventure. How's the mail business tonight, Cody? It was a 4 millimeter. So about half a centimeter. Mail business is thriving. Fantastic. Speaking of which, I haven't checked my mail for like 4 days. Should probably go check that out. Yeah, it's the biggest one he's ever had. Uh, Other than that, Cody, you missed a good time, man. You should have figured out a way to come to that whiskey festival. It was fantastic. And I did. I don't know, Cody, if I remember telling you, but yes, he did, Cody. Uh, but I don't. Did you manage to make it to the baseball card show, or just your brother-in-law? I did manage to make it after I dropped my friend off at the. Well, I don't drink whiskey either. I drink bourbon, and there was lots of. I mean, this was like super premium whiskey, so it was pretty tasty. But I did make it to the card show that Saturday a little bit later, and it was a good show. Lots of people, very busy. Definitely a lot of ultra modern, not very much vintage, but it was definitely good to support that, encourage more people to come. But also, Cody, I've already made flights and hotel preparations for this. Go ahead and put in time off. March 10th to the 13th, Mandalay Bay. It's going to be 1,000 tables. 1,000 tables, March 10th to the 13th, Mandalay Bay. They're sounds like they're close to closing a deal with Blowout and David Adams to get them to come and sell at. But that'll be the biggest show that I'm aware of that's happened on the West Coast for a very long time. So tell the U.S. Postal Service you're taking a day or two off. All right, does nobody want Johnny Padres? I mean, just got to check out with any amount. All right, Cody, let us know. I'm just trying to curate people to come to attend to these shows. Let you know what I know about the big shows. I know I talked about previously about going to a show in November, but I think I'm going to pass on November and save my pennies for the Philly show in December. March Madness is the following weekend, and you're off on the 9th. Okay. I'm not sure I'll be there on Sunday, but, that's cool. I'll be there that weekend, though, if we want to get together for a lunch or a dinner. I'll be arriving on the 9th, I believe. Yeah. And I'll leave on the 13th, so talk to the wife, pencil me in for a dinner one night that week. What's my take on non-sports cards? My take is collect what you love. I personally not into non-sports cards, but I do know a ton of people are into vintage, Batman, Superman cards. I think I've showed this off before. I don't know where it is. Yeah. But this is something I picked up a while ago, waiting to get graded. I'm waiting for bulk grading to come down in price. I think this is super cool. And what I think specifically cool about this set, this is not complete. It's a Superman set, 1972 Primrose Confectionary set. Superman. What's unique about this set is every single card has Superman on it. Some of these other vintage sets, like the Batman set or like Star Wars, doesn't necessarily have the big stars on it. But every single card in this set, so I don't remember how many I've got, but I've got a bunch of them. I picked these up at an auction almost a year ago now, and I'm just waiting for grading prices to come down to send those in, because they're all in super nice condition, because this particular set was on very thin stock. So it's very condition sensitive. March prices the following weekend. So the first day of March Madness also at least one day of vacation. To carry for a week next year. Oh, that sounds awesome, Cody. Yeah, no, I mean, don't worry about, maybe, hopefully you get maybe a night off. Not necessarily night off, but we can get together for dinner. But yeah, Robert, what do you think about non-sports cards? I definitely think there's a value in it. There's a lot of people out there, just like, there are those of us who collect various sports that collect the vintage non-sports cards. That's especially at nationals, it's a huge thing. I actually think there's a lot of value in it from an artistic standpoint, especially the early stuff. Let me see here. It's for the Confectionary Company. These were printed in England by the National Periodical Publishing Company. What's always puzzled me is that they say 1967. I don't know if this will zoom in enough on the camera. No, but they say 67 at the bottom, but PSA and seems to identify that as 1972. Maybe they were printed in 67 and given out in 72. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so it wasn't any of the usual companies. It was the National Periodical Publishing Company printed these in England. Like my dad has all the trains, non-sports cars. There's birds, there's dogs. That's part of the reason I like the Allen and Ginter modern boxes, is because of all the non-sports card content that's in them. I think it's just really cool. That's carries true to the brand of the Allen and Ginter brand. Oh, Bennett Page has dropped into the chat. Bennett Page bought a few things there on the site, it looks like. All right, so Bennett gets the Johnny Padres for buying literally anything on the website. Plus, he gets to take home the Cepeda Clemente Aaron card as well. What's up, Bennett? I don't know if you're in chat, but appreciate the purchase. So, Robert, what are your thoughts on the non-sports cards? I always encourage people to collect what they love. Doesn't matter what the price point is, condition. Whatever you love and whatever you can afford. Let's see what's sold out and which ones these I've got. Let's see here. What's up, Mr. Mariachi? Big Stars is a huge multi-generational fan base. Your great kids may not know some of the base. Yeah, Robert, I think the vintage Star Wars has definitely got value behind it, and I do think that the multi-generational aspect is going to help them, especially with the new ultra modern Star Wars cards they've come out with. Very similar to what happened in the baseball and basketball world with all these new kids in collecting. They're starting to discover the vintage cards and helping those prices go up in demand. All right, Cody, you have a good night, my friend, and we'll catch you next week. 2020 Prism Football. Let me see if I got any of those left. Unfortunately, the restock that was supposed to get here today is delayed or whatever until tomorrow, so I'm a little light on stuff. Mosaic. Yeah, no, I just have a single Mosaic football hanger. I don't have the prisms. I've just got the Mosaic. All right, let me see, put together what Mr. Page got. Yes, service. That's all. That's perfectly fine, man. You know, like I said before, I'm here. I'll be here as long as you guys are buying stuff. Unfortunately, tonight I do have to call it a night at midnight because I've got an early day. I've got to go observe a concrete pour in the morning, and I do need to get at least a little bit of sleep. So I do not have 77 hockey, so the North will have to open that up. Pretty sure I've got 81 though. Yeah, I've got 81 hockey. 83 foosball. 82. Precious 83. Yeah, that's 83. What's more exciting, observing concrete pour or watching paint dry? Actually, watching concrete pours is pretty cool. It's kind of a ballet between the people raising the rebar, spreading the mud, and pouring the mud, and then the ballet of trucks and the spreaders and finishers and yada yada yada. But I'm also an architect. I'm kind of nerd out on those type of things. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the back end of our system. Man, it takes forever to add stuff to the break calendar these days. Let's see if we can get ourselves a goalie for the bingo board. Paul Kangas, I from what I understand, it's definitely similar to that back east. But there is a lot of, well, shouldn't say. Let's just say some things in Sopranos is accurate, especially east of the Mississippi. All right. 1981 Tops Hockey 178. Got Beck, Hudson, and Bennett Page, it looks like. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West. And today, tomorrow, whatever time you are watching this, we're breaking a 1981 Topps Hockey Pack, number 178. I did pull the Topps version, right? Oh, pause. I pulled the O-Pee-Chee version, not the Topps version. Rewind, scratch that. All right. Now we're back. Welcome to Drinks. I'm Charlie G from Vintage Drinks West, and we're breaking a 1981 Topps Hockey Pack number 178 this evening. We've got two vintage breakers in this, so we're going to have to randomize our list twice. Got ourselves deuces. Two times. Good luck to you, Beck Hudson and Bennett Page. All right, Bennett's going to get the first and the last cards. We're looking for, let's see, we need to find ourselves a goalie in this pack, or a checklist to go along with bingo. Let's see what we get. Catch up with the chat here real quick. We're going to get censored. Where's this? Tell the administrator, you know. Nah, you're not, Paul. You're good. You are good. Yeah, OPC is definitely much better, but we got ourselves Topps tonight. First card for you, Bennett, right here underneath the gum. I will need my hockey people to help me out in case I miss. All right. Why is there number 13 on the top? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. I'm not sure why 13 ended up on the top, but all right. First up, we've got Mike Rogers Super Action. So we actually got the Michael card right off the bat for Bennett Page. So we'll go ahead and get you that. On the bingo card, let me get you this spot here. All right. Serious question: are there any examples of O-Pee-Chee cards that are worth more than their regular Topps counterparts? Paul, for the most part, the hockey for sure. I mean, a Gretzky O-Pee-Chee, is worth more than a Gretzky Topps rookie. Ken Morrow. Spot 3, Mike Gartner. We've got ourselves Barry Beck. When it comes to baseball, however, I'm unaware of an O-Pee-Chee that is worth more than a Topps card. However, from an investment standpoint, I personally think Derek Smith, card number 5. Personally think O-Pee-Chee is highly undervalued in high grade because there are so much fewer of them, and the grades are so much harder to get. Ed Johnstone, spot 6. Yeah, Paul, they printed less of it, and obviously in Canada, hockey's a much bigger thing than it was here. We got ourselves Mike Bossy for the New York Islanders with the scoring leaders card. This is not a team checklist card. It's just the scoring leaders card. That goes to spot 7. I'm going to do a card saver, Mr. Bossy for Bennett. Spot number 8, going out to Bennett as well, is Marcel Dion. These are the team leaders. I think that's 3 mics. Well, I only needed 1 mic to give away. And there's also a mic sticking out here at the bottom. Marcel Dion. Dave Christian. Spot 9. Center. We've got the Minnesota North Stars. Bobby Smiths for spot 10 for Bennett. Got ourselves Kent Nelson. Spot 11 for Beck. Brian Trottier. This isn't his rookie, is it? No. But I know this is a good player, just a late in his career player. And also, unfortunately, off center. Spot 12 for you, Bennett. Brian Trottier. And our last card of the pack, the wax card, spot 13 for Bennett. Mike Rogers. And that wraps our 1981 Topps Wax Pack number 178. Thanks for watching. Let me double check these leader cards. Maybe I'm going to rethink my thought process of these. All right, I'm gonna rethink this. This is the New York Islanders team leaders card, and it does actually have the entire team on the back and how many scores they made. So I'm going to count this as a team scoring card. Spot number 7 for you, Bennett. We'll get the team card. Trying to work with you guys to close out the bingo card. So we're going to put you right there. We still needed a goalie, though. There was no goalie in this pack. So we still need to do a soccer pack or another hockey pack to get ourselves a goalie. Okay, 76. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I looked at the back. There's lots of statistics on the back, so it was definitely not his rookie card. All right, let's see what we can do with this football pack, though. See if we can get ourselves the elusive kicker punter card. That's up next. So I think that's the only thing we can get out of here that would be on the bingo board. We've got Mike. Can't get it. Yeah, so we need to do. So we still have a catcher we need to find. We still need to find a goalie. And we still need to find a punter kicker. Punter kicker might be in this pack. And we've got 24 minutes to go tonight, guys. All right, we've got 3 people in this one. Oops, I forgot to put the sticker on it. That would not make Chris very happy in the north. Get this one ready to roll. 15. All right. The mosaic pack in this just looks nice. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. We're Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we're breaking this 1983 Topps Football pack number 183. We've got a couple different people in this break, so we're going to randomize the list 6 times. Good luck to Manuel Ortega, Beck Hudson, and Bennett Page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, Bennett's getting the first and the last cards in the break. We're looking for a punter kicker card for our bingo card. Let's see. All All right, there we go. We're good to go now. First card for you, Bennett, right here. Of course, we're also looking for the Marquise Allen rookie card. Maybe even a Singletary. Let's see what we can find. I forgot to empty the trash before today's show, so it's a little overfloweth. All right. Spot number 1, Mark Mullaney. That's right. Singletary and Marquise Allen. Matt Blair. Stan Walters. Spot 4 for Manuel Ortega is Rob Kucha. We're just going to call him Bob. How about that tonight? Up next, we got ourselves a Billy Jackson. Center on these has been kind of all over the place. Nothing really close to center yet. Center Peyton Orantana, all right. Little sweetness action, maybe. All right, I always forget whether or not the sticker in this is included or not. I don't think it is. 8, 9, 10. No. Sticker goes to spot number 1. James Lofton will go to Mr. Bennett Page. Nick, I think that might be for personals. I can check here in just a second. Let me finish this breakout. Yeah, we've been adding personals to a lot of the more common breaks. All right, Todd Christensen. Chris Collinsworth, spot 8. And we have ourselves a kicker at spot number 9 for Beck Hudson. Beck Hudson gets himself a kicker in spot 9. Woot woot. We've got Kenny Easley. So now we just need to get ourselves a goalie and a catcher card, guys. Another 19 minutes to go. Lester Hayes, spot 11. We've got ourselves Ed Newman. We did not hit Marquise Allen or Singletary in this pack, but we did get a kicker. And we are excited about kickers when it's the first kicker of the night. Steve DeBerg, spot number 13. And that wraps up our 1983 Topps Football Pack. Excuse me, number 183. Thank you for watching. All right, let me check something else out here. All right, so guys, we've got 28 spots remaining and the $10 at 100 promo tonight. So that has to close out by midnight. First place gets a 65 baseball set break spot. Second place gets a 76 baseball set break or basketball set break spot. Third, 88 basketball. Fourth gets 67s, and last place gets an 88 basketball set break spot. So some nice set break spots there. Only 28 more spots to go, and about 17 minutes left in the show. Oh yeah, Nick, so that means there's 3 packs left. We're still kind of working on it. We need some dippage tapping. Let me see what I can dig up over here to encourage some dippage too. All right, here we go. If you spend $280 to close out the promo in a single purchase, $280, you'll get this 1962 Babe Ruth special with Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth. You spent $280. It's a pretty typical condition for 62s. They always seem to have a lot more wear around the edges than most cards, in my opinion. But a very clean back. It is not a green tint, but a very nice card. If you spend $280 to close out that promo, you're going to get Mr. Gehrig, along with Mr. Babe Ruth. 2 for 1. Beck, we are certain. I double-checked the baseball ones, and no dice. And you know what I'll do, guys? We just have to hit one of these two. We just have to find a goalie or a catcher. And then I'll give away 9 prizes. Well, Bennett Page just sold out some baseball packs, so we're going catcher hunting. Number 10 is not done, but we won't worry about number 10. So I'll give away 8 prizes. I'll subtract from the bottom. 1993 Bowman. I don't have 93 Bowman, though. But I do have 82 Fleer. That's how we do it on the West, guys. I don't like it when it doesn't close up, you know? So as long as we hit one of those, we'll be good to go. Do I have 90 Leaf? Oops, 90 would be in the other box. Oh. Yeah. I do have 90 Leaf if we are so inclined. Oh, look at that. I like the wheel and the deal in chat. All right. I believe this was going to be a personal for Mr. Page. Double check. Yep. Personal for Bennett Page. All right. Let's see what we get for Bennett. Get some penny sleeves here. Okay, here we go. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G for Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we're breaking a 1982 Fleer Baseball Wax Pack number 201. It's personal for Bennett Page. Let's see what we can find. Maybe we'll find ourselves a Rifkin. We are also looking for a catcher to help complete the bingo board. Got a Cincinnati sticker here for you. Bob Baylor. Scott Sanderson. We have a catcher. We have a catcher, Scott Sanderson. And Mr. Mike Cecilia, Ciso something or other. It don't matter because Mike is a catcher. So let's put the catcher on the board. For Mr. Bennett Page. Let me rotate these around since they all seem to be the other direction. We've got Barry Foote, also a catcher. Don Graham. Let's see if we can pull a goalie out of this too. I don't think Fleer even printed a hockey card, so I don't think that'd be impossible. Moose Haas. Steve Dillard. Bob Oida. Larry Christensen. Mike Easler. John Stearns. Another catcher. And then another catcher with Mr. Gary Carter. And then another catcher with Steve Yeager. And then another catcher with Rick Cerrone. This pack had quite a few catchers in it for you, Bennett. Just wanted to make sure we noticed one, I guess, on the way by. Ken Brett to wrap up the pack. And that wraps our 1982 Fleer Baseball pack number 201 for Mr. Page. Thanks for watching. Yeah, let's see here. We had 2, 3. Hold on. Let's see. It doesn't matter if these what order these in. We got outfielder, pitcher, pitcher, catcher, 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 second base, pitcher, pitcher, outfielder, catcher, 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 pitcher. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pitchers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 catchers. And then 3 miscellaneous positions. That was definitely an odd pack. All right, guys. All right, we have 16 spots left in the 10 at 100. So I will lower this down to $160. If you spend $160 as a single purchase, you'll get the Babe Ruth Lou Gehrig 1962 Babe Ruth special card. Let's get that promo sold out as well. Well, that's all right, Billy. We got a few other people watching. Maybe somebody else will drop one city on that. But we are going to give away the bingo board. We don't have. I mean, if you want to get another spot, then that just means you get another spot. So if we find another goalie, I'll put your name in there. We'll give out 9 prizes. If you want to sell something other than baseball, basketball, football, or hockey, I'll put your name there. And I'll give out 9 prizes. If you do both, I'll give out 10 prizes. But right now, we're going to give away 8 prizes. So I work with you on this one. So let's work with me on the other one and sell it for 160 for the 10 at 100 entries. And we've got about 5 minutes to do it. Let's see here. Or if two you guys want to break it up, I'll random the Lou Gehrig Babe Ruth. You guys both want to pitch in a little, break it up a little bit into bite-sized chunks. Or if three of you guys want to break it up, however you guys want to work together to get there. I will randomize those last however many names it takes to get to 160 in the next 5 minutes. So Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth could find a new home tonight. If not, I'll put them back in my stash and they'll come out another day as a bounty. Get a couple of you guys to work together on that, and we can make it happen. Give me 2 minutes. All right. Sounds like Beck Hudson might be doing some business. Speaking of some business, I got to go do some business in the breakers room. I'll be back in just a minute, and hopefully by then you guys have sold out the promo. I'll be back in just a minute, guys. All right. Let's check here. Okay. All right. Looks like Robert first. It says he worked it. Well, let's see what we got. Robert Ferguson sure did work it. Got yourself a Batman cello pack spot. Did that close that one out? Yeah, you didn't close it out. There's still a couple spots remaining. Well, that's a cool break. I like it. You know what? We're going to go ahead and give you... Yes, he got the 160. It should be closed out. Robert, I'm also going to give you the selling out a product spot. You didn't sell it out. You bought one spot in it. But you know what? It's the West. So you're taking home the Lou Gehrig Babe Ruth card. Okay. Yeah, save your card for tomorrow, Beck. Because that's going to be the end of the night. We're going to give away all kinds of stuff here. All right. Let's see here. The easy one is the $3 all-nighter. We'll do that one first. And wherever that is here on the list, $3 all-night special. Got ourselves just across the finish line. Give away somebody some break credit here. Welcome to Drake's Astrology for Drake's West, and we have reached the end of the night. We're going to give away a $3 on-night promo. Every $3 you spend puts you in a list to get randomized. And this is a winner-take-all. First person on the list will win a $50 break credit. 5-0. Good luck to everyone. We got ourselves a 9 on the dice roll. There's our names list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And our winner of a $50 break credit at 9 is Mr. Robert Ferguson. You got yourself $50, my friend. Congratulations, Robert, and thank you to everyone who participated. Thanks for watching. All right, Robert, let me put the $50 into your account here real quick. Then we'll move on to our next giveaway. All right. There you go, sir. Next one we'll do is the 10 at 100. Get a spreadsheet here real quick. Okie dokie. Let's get this going here. The $10 at 100. Yes, sir. Welcome to Drake's Astrology from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we're giving away our $10 100 entry promo. Top 10 and the butter position all win. First place gets a 65 baseball set break spot. Second place gets a 76 basketball set break spot. Third place is 1988 basketball set break spot. Fourth through 10th all get 67 baseball set break spots. And the butter position, last place gets themselves a 88 basketball set break spot. Got our 100 entries up here on the screen. Let's randomize our list 7 times. Good luck to everybody that's in here. I'm going to take the bingo card off since it's kind of obscuring some stuff. 7 times. Good luck. Six. And our winner list at 7 is... We got Paul Kangas taking home first place, followed by Beck Hudson, Paul Kangas, Robert Ferguson, Beck Hudson, Robert Ferguson, Paul Kangas, Bennett Page, Robert Ferguson, and Robert Ferguson bringing up the rear in the butter position. Congratulations to our winners, and thank you for participating. And as always, thanks for watching. All right, I'll award those prizes later this evening before I go to bed. Let me get these copied over so I remember to give them to you. All right, there we go. I got that copied off on another screen. I gave this away already, so we're done there. The next one we have to do is the bingo. So it'll take me just a second here to copy over the bingo goes. And we'll get that going. Okay. Beck Hudson. First place was 65 baseball set break spot. Second place was 76 basketball. Third place was 1988 basketball. Fourth through 10th were all 67 baseball. And last place, the butter position, was 1988 basketball. And last order of business is a bingo. Welcome to Breaks, I'm Astrology from Vintage Breaks West, and we've reached the end of our night, and we're giving away our bingo card. We came pretty close to filling it out, so because it's the West, and I like to give away things. We didn't find ourselves a goalie card tonight, so we're going to go ahead and give away 9 prizes instead of the 10, so we're just going to go 6th through 9th here at the bottom here. So what I've done is I've copied this entire list over here to a Google Sheets, as you can see right here. Got the same list of names, but I did eliminate number 6. I can't point to the screen because you can't see it. I did eliminate number 6, would have been right here in this neighborhood, because that didn't have anybody's name next to it. So we're going to randomize this list. First place, we get a 65 baseball set break spot. Second, 1980 basketball. Third through 5th, 88 basketball. And 6th through 9th, we'll get 67 baseball set break spots. Good luck to everyone who participated. We got ourselves a 5 on the dice roll. Let's see what our winner list is tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and our winners list at 5 is Mr. Bennett Page gets the 65, also getting the basketball, 80 basketball, and Beck will be taking home the 88 basketball along with Robert Ferguson and Paul Kangas. And Robert Ferguson, Beck, and Billy will be taking home 67 baseball set break spots. Thank you for everyone who participated, and congratulations to our winners. All right, guys, with that, that's going to conclude our Vintage Breaks West show for this evening. Be sure to check in next week at approximately 9:30, sometime between 9:30 and 10, whenever Sammy will give up the camera. You know, he loves the camera and loves to give away a lot of prizes before our show goes on. But next Wednesday, we'll be talking about the REA auction, my purchases. It sounds like a bunch of you guys also made some cool purchases. We'll check it out, see what the state of the industry is there, and maybe look at some other things and talk about what we thought about the prices that they got. So be sure to tune in then. In the meantime, be safe out there, be nice to one another, wear your mask, wash your hands, and see you next time. Have a good night, guys.